like somehow we met Women Helping Women.
We did.
Yeah.
It was a Women Helping Women group.
Mm-hmm.
We connected because we were both from Frederick.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided we were going to meet up and
Mm-hmm.
eventually met up. But the thing was, I recognized you because you worked at the nail place where I get my pedicures.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we used to.
Right. No, I always got my pedis at the place you work, but I wasn't getting my fingernails done there. But now I got a new nail lady, so
I multitask. I do a lot of things.
Yes.
So, but anyway, I'm Margaret Tran. This is Pamela.
I'm Pam Franklin.
Pam.
Yes.
She preferred to call Pam.
That's right.
I'm Margaret, so no change in names. So that's how we first met in a group. And then we personally, actually, you came to get your nails done because you couldn't wait.
That's right. I couldn't wait to meet this lovely lady. So I set up a nail appointment to go and talk to her. And then we met for coffee that week. And come to find out, we both have this desire to start a podcast. And
the minute I said, I want to start a podcast, oh, me too. So I was like, okay. I mean, I've been searching a little bit about podcasting. I'm not a pro. But I learn as I go through. So, and then here you are, the first day to recording the podcast. And yay!
And we're so excited because, Margaret and I both have different backgrounds, but our stories of healing and what we had to do to heal, we realized that unless our mind got right, unless we fixed what was wrong in our mind, nothing else in our life was ever going to line up. And so it's been such a journey, and we feel like we have lots of things that we can help other people do to heal it in their mindset too.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. It took me 4 years in order to get myself together after the loss of my mom.
Right.
So, I mean, I tried, came back, automatic pilot again, down again, and then to the point I was like, I almost destroyed my family. I was thinking of getting divorced. I was like, I couldn't take this anymore. And so my daughter, when I asked her, how do you feel if your dad and I divorced? And she broke down and cried like I never seen a child cry before. And that broke my heart. And so I was like, okay, what is going on? What have I done to this child and to this family? So that's when I searched for help.
Right.
And then, like I said, 4 years working on and off with my mindset. And here I am today.
Yeah, so many people think they just want a magic pill. It's like what's going to help me make the right decision, or what's going to help my mind heal. And they just want that magic pill. And it really doesn't, there is none. It comes down to just doing the work, to finding the things that help you to get through and to heal what's wrong with you. I mean, I know, I made lots of bad decisions when my mind was not healthy because I thought that that I could find happiness somewhere else. And when it all came down to it, unless I was happy in my mind, unless I was happy with me, it was never, I was just going to keep making all those bad decisions. And, so about 1.5 years ago, I decided it was time for me just to stop and start really diving in to figure out why I kept making bad decision after bad decision. And I learned so much about myself and healing my mind. And it's just I feel so much better and never been in a better place in my life. So I hope we can help other people do the same.
I hope so too. I know so far I have helped, quite a few because of my work. I'm in the nail business for so long. So that's all I know. And so when I was in depression, like I said earlier, and after I got out, I was like, I need, before I wrote a book, I have found a few people that were pretty much in a similar situation as I was, and they didn't know how to get out of it. And the more I see into that, and I was like, oh, wow. And here I am. Why not writing a book So I got coaches in writing a book, and then I did a book called The Actions, 7 Steps to Powerful Change. And like I said, I'm hoping that book will help others to,
sure it will.
you know, get out of grief, depression. And I mean, grief and depression is not just because of loss of a loved one. It could be anything.
Exactly.
A loss of a job, a loss of a love relationship. Anything can put people into grief and depression. So, you know.
Even the seasons.
Yeah.
You know, there's
the
seasonal
rain,
depression.
the winter,
if anything can change it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you think you get rid of one thing that caused you not to be happy, but there's always going to be something else, you know, and that's, if you don't heal that mindset, you can't just avoid that one thing that caused you grief, because something else is going to come up and cause you grief. And so if you don't learn coping mechanisms to get through times like that, you'll just stay stuck. And for so long, that's where I was, stuck.
Yeah. No.
So,
yeah. It wasn't a good feeling.
No, it's not. Being stuck is not a good feeling.
No, it's
You
not.
have to wake up and face that every day, but
Yeah. So that's why we are here today, together. Have fun for one thing. And second thing is to create a podcast. And we, no, it's not the last one I'm going to say. You can jump in whenever you want.
we just know how good we feel, and it's not that we wake up every day and we feel fantastic. There's days that we still wake up and we're sad, or you know, we're still dealing with things, but it's just we know now how to get through it. And you know, one thing I always tell people: find your tribe, because your tribe. Make sure you surround yourself and put a bubble around yourself, so that when you have those days, you can have people support you through them. And Margaret has certainly been that for me. I love having her in my tribe, and I can't be any more excited to start this podcast with her. It's just going to be so much fun, and we cannot wait to help you change your lives.
I was trying to say earlier is that this podcast is between two of us as you know, conversational. And then some techniques and tools that we can provide for listeners. And also later on, we're going to have some interviewers, expert guests that coming. We don't know who yet, but we'll soon find out and let you know who's kind of, you know, going to be here and joining us, or maybe in Zoom as well. They don't have to be personally to be here. So that was our main point, to have all these mixed together. And then Pamela and I plan to have it out every Wednesday, right? Published every Wednesday. So you all can listen to it every Wednesday. And then we would really, really love that you have ratings for us and the reviews, the feedback. We do need them so we can improve ourselves.
And questions. Please ask questions, because we would love to be able to, you know, give you pointers and to be able to answer them. And, you know, sometimes we may not have the answer, but we will certainly find people that do, and that we can bring on to help you guys.
Yes. So, again, hey. Thank you for listening and watching. We'll see you next time. This is just our introduction to let everyone know who we are and why we're starting the podcast. And so until next time, we're probably going to introduce each of us a little more detail of how we become
where we are. Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So,
exactly.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
See you later.